Hello and welcome to the Yolo County Railroad. So I'm going to go through some updates here, but it's been a while since I've actually uploaded a video to YouTube regarding this layout. So without further ado, I'm going to start over here with the original layout and work my way around the helix and go back to everything else. So I had another yard that I felt was not up to my standards. I had these really thin foam pieces. They're roughly half an inch. I don't know if you can, about 3/4 of an inch in width. And I wanted to go with inch foam design. So I ended up buying another 8x4 1 inch polystyrene foam board from Owens Coring at Home Depot, and I cut it in half, and then I cut pieces off to fit to the design. Now, as you can tell, this is kind of wonky. So I had an original foam that it was just not up to standard, just not up to snuff. So I ripped it out, vacuumed everything, and I'm going to redo this all over from scratch. So that includes the yard. The yard is going to be going to have a couple tracks here coming down the edge here. There'll be a small service road right where these tracks are. And then there'll be a couple of storage tracks and yard tracks here. And then into the engine house, I've got my Cal Northern 504 sitting right there, and then my dummy slug, I call it. I also painted this yesterday. This is going to be Jellin Brothers brewing company, and I quite like it. It looks, I feel that really nice and smooth. Pretty much the same paint I used for my Yolo short line 131. Now, yeah, you see right there, I got to do some paint touch up right there, because when I was grabbing this, it started raining yesterday when I had this out. Yeah, see, there's another spot right there. It started raining when I was having that dry, so I had to hurry up, grab it, run back upstairs, and then when I was trying to put it back onto the frame, that's when I pulled away some of the paint. Also, so now I'm going to go from the yard and move on to this spot right here. So this is going to be the diorama, the Yolo Causeway diorama. And I'm going to have a field here. I'm going to have wetlands and rice paddies over here, and then another field back in that corner. Main Street or Old River Road. Old River Road. I'll write that down here too. Is going to go across the edge of the diorama, and then right here it's going to cut across. Maybe I'll change the angle a little bit. We'll see. And then I've got the trestle is going to start here, actually, right by the support for the levee. So this is going to be carved out, kind of a space for it. Oops. And then there's going to be a bridge, like so. But I'm going to have a pair of these made so that it's kind of sitting flush. That's the problem that I had with the original design. When I built it, everything was there was a hill on the track. I wanted it straight. I wanted it to be as arrow straight as possible. So that's going to be changed. Then this is going to be a trestle. So I've got 2 canals and 2 levees. So I've got a levee here, the west levee, and then the east levee. So everything on this part of the layout is actually reversed from what it is in real life. In actuality, the road would be on that side, and the levee would be there. And it's kind of wonky, but this is how I built the layout. So this is going to be an embankment here to get some elevation for the road to kind of go up and over and gain elevation to allow for the trestle, which I'm going to be buying a 3D printer for. Next, we have, going back around behind the computer, that's Conaway back there. Coming over here is going to be, this is going to be the Woodland Depot. So I'm still debating on how I'm going to do that, whether I want to build a scratch built or use a kit. Not sure yet. And then back there it's going to be maybe a parking lot here. I don't know yet. I've got to clean that back out there, move those, redo those trees. Over here is going to be where things are going to be redone, because I just wasn't satisfied with this industrial spot here. So I'm going to have the siding is going to be replaced and redone. There's going to be a switch here that will allow for a second siding to allow for transloads. And then back here, there's going to be another spur, maybe two, going into the, I don't know, maybe it'll be one continuous spur that goes on over into the scrapyard. Haven't really figured that out yet. And then, of course, coming over here, pardon the mess, is going to be the helix. So, as you can tell, I have not redone and relayed the track just yet. I've got a lot on my mind, got a lot of work going on, but I'm going to have these spurs representing an actual industry in Woodland, just between Pioneer and County Road 102, and it's going to be kind of hidden as a staging spot. But the helix is going to come around here like that. Yeah, there's the Lord of the Rings, and it's going to come back around, go up to that level, and then come back up here to the top level where there's going to be a crossover, and that will be the Yolo Shortline yard where the engines are stored. And then coming back around again, I've still got this to work on. I'm waiting on a guy. I've ordered some decals, and I sent him pictures, and it's almost 2 months since I've ordered that. But up here, I'm going to work on getting some lighting going on here, because as you can tell, that is a lot brighter than up here. And then I've got these rails here. I'm going to cut to pieces and make it shorter so that they can kind of lie on like that. And do the same thing. I've got all kinds of projects going on here. But these were from older Atlas track that just was really out of shape. And the tires were bad, so I decided to just rip it out. But that's it for the layout update. Yeah, the reason I want to, see, this is the 1233. It's going to be a static display, so it's going to be kind of sitting here like that. And then the caboose and that. But I think it's going to be more like that. That way it doesn't interfere, because this track here is the team track, or the tail track for Jellin Brothers Brewery. So when you got trains coming in and out, great. Still derailed. So when you got trains coming in, they'll load up here at the when they load up here, they kind of sit and wait, and then the engine can come and grab them. And then this is the transload. You know what? That's what I'll do. This will be the transload track here, and then this will be the scrap track back here. That way you have I can fit lumber cars and hoppers on the second siding, and then scrap cars go over here. Actually, hoppers will go over to that industry over there. A lot of planning here, a lot of thinking. But tank cars will definitely be served in this spot here. I've got to rebuild, because this This one's the only one that actually is working. This broke off, so I got to reattach this and redo it. Yeah, see. And then maybe I'll paint it. I don't know. I haven't really figured any of this out yet. Still working on getting parts and ordering supplies, and it's just taking its time. And then up here, I got to add more. I got to retouch this because that's starting to crack again. I've got another crack over here. I'm going to order new roads. I've got extra pieces of track just lying all over the place here on the railroad. Now I don't. This was part of the original plan to build the cars, the canopy. Because I've got this car. Yeah, see, man, everything's dusty. I haven't run anything in a while. But that's where things stand today on the layout. Once again, thank you. This is part 1, because the original part 1 I had to do over again, because this, when I was trying to demonstrate what I've got going on back here, I've got these brackets, and I've got LED lights. I'm gonna attach wires here and run them back behind the layout there, and then reattach them there. So that way I have a balance. I've got my balance working, and then I've got my storage space for all my locomotives and extra cars. And then Sig Sauer, Black Rifle Coffee, my guitar lounge, and then my favorite Class 1 railroad that is no longer around, and then my Yolo short line, which is my all-time favorite railroad. Once again, thank you for watching. This is part 1. Check it out. Check out part 2, which is going to be uploaded before this because I had to redo this video. So, thank you once again. Y'all have a great one. This is Stephen Jellum for the Yolo County Railroad, signing out.